Today's Spotlight is brought to you in part by presenting sponsor, First Community Financial Bank, the community bank where you come first. If you're just tuning in, you're watching Spotlight. I'm your host, Jane Wynette, and with me now representing Literacy DuPage is their Executive Director, Bernie Steiger, and one of their adult learners, Christian. So welcome, ladies, to the set.
Thank you.
We're really glad you're here.
Thanks for having us.
Bernie, let's start off with you. Tell us a little bit about Literacy DuPage.
Sure. So Literacy DuPage was founded in 1972 by a couple of friends in Wheaton who saw a real need for neighbors helping neighbors to improve their English skills. There was a great influx of immigrants from Vietnam and other countries. And so they founded our organization based on the Literacy Volunteers of America model, where we recruit and train volunteers from the community and match them up with learners in need. And we're happy to say that in these past 44 years, we've been able to help over 10,000 people through thousands of our trained volunteers.
That's quite an impact.
Thank you.
And it's been having an impact on you, Christian, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got connected with Bernie.
About 10 years ago, I came from Mexico, USA from Mexico. I no speak English, nothing, no understand this language, but I wanted to. But I have my husband and 2 kids, and my priority is help my children in the school, everything, homework, and don't drive, and my kids are young, and I don't go class. But Literacy DuPage, it bring me, we'll go the library and came my kids.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
That's wonderful. Now, Christian is pretty typical, yes?
Christian is very typical of the average learner in our program. So we serve about 500 people a year. 90% of them are trying to improve their English and do not speak English as their first language. About 80% are women, 67% Hispanic, so Christian's very typical. Mm-hmm. And also the obstacles that she describes, such as transportation, she said she didn't drive, childcare, she had small children, work schedules are often another obstacle that adult learners have great difficulty in overcoming. And she said that she had some very specific objectives, and that's, again, one of the things that is at the core of our program is to offer customized tutoring. So very practical solutions to help adults improve their English skills, exactly what they want to learn. So she's very typical.
Tell us now the name of your tutor.
Yes, it's Karen Fust,
Okay.
my tutor and friend.
Okay.
And
Yes.
friend.
Yes.
Yeah. and give us some example. How has she specifically been helping you, particularly with things like for your children?
Yes, right now I understand maybe 80% that not send me to school, in particular my son, Aiden, because he needs special therapist course, and the therapist is only speak English.
So you need that. You've got to be able to help him with that, right?
Yes,
Yes. Yes.
Very determined.
Yes.
Yeah. And there are other circumstances. I know you told me recently, unfortunately, your husband had to go to the hospital. Now, that's a very difficult situation if you don't speak English.
Yes.
How has this helped?
Right now, the last time I scary, but right now it don't. I understand, and I can help my husband for emergency room, and I fill forms, and the doctors I know need translate and explain everything in English.
And that's so important.
Yes.
It's so important.
This country and new language, this language is English, I need speak English.
And good for you for all the motivation to want to do that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bernie, you have lots of different volunteers that help you with your tutoring. Talk a little bit about those.
We are so fortunate, Jane. You know, our tutors, so we go out into the community. We serve all of DuPage County, but here in Naperville, they're very generous. So libraries are one of the primary places where we're fortunate to recruit new volunteers to the program. They come from all walks of life, all kinds of backgrounds and experiences. They need have no previous experience in teaching, nor do they need another language. Just a desire to help someone and really make an impact, not just on this individual, but imagine on her whole family and her children as well. We offer 18 hours of training, and during that time, the volunteers will learn how to create the customized lesson plans that will help learners like Christian to meet their objectives. So we're just very fortunate. Karen is a wonderful tutor, and she is a friend, and I think that's what many of our volunteers come to find, that they start out with an idea that they'll be able to help someone and end up with a really fantastic relationship.
And probably navigating some of those systems too.
Absolutely.
I mean, not just the understanding of the language, but the understanding of the processes sometimes involved with some of those things.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Sometimes, I know that Christian has said one of the things she also wanted to learn was about the American culture, traditions.
Yes.
And she now participates in them as
Right
well.
now I participate. I understand the different celebrates from 4th of July and Thanksgiving, and I understand.
Which is wonderful for your children too, right?
Yes, but I can't try explain the different cultures, because in Mexico it's different,
Sure.
and this is different, and they is for both cultures, and they understand different.
Yeah.
And she served as a bridge, truly,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
helping them as well.
Well, and that's really sort of transforming lives into the future.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, such an important part. And you've got a job.
Yes, I got a job last year, and my interview it's only English. My manager it's talk to English, and I said text message from communication or day off. So I need different problems, and I talk to in English.
Good for you.
Thank you.
Good for you.
Thank you.
Bernie, just wrapping it up, I know you do a big push for volunteers as you get into the new year.
We do.
Give us a quick update.
We would just ask your viewers, if they're thinking about a New Year's resolution and haven't quite settled on one yet, that they would consider becoming a volunteer tutor with Literacy DuPage so that they can help folks like Christian, neighbors here in the community. They can check out our website, and they'll find what we ask is that first they come to register, give us a call, and come to an orientation, learn a little bit about the program, and see if it's a good fit. We hope it will be, and then they can pick a training date over the next 6 months that fits with their schedule.
Wonderful. Well, thank you. Thank you, Christian, for
Thank
sharing
you.
your story.
Thank
Bernie,
you.
for coming by.
Thank
We
you,
so
Jane, for
appreciate
having
it.
us.
As you've just heard from Christian, Literacy DuPage is literally changing lives. So if you want to learn more about how to become a tutor or utilize their services, please visit their website. We're going to break for a few messages, but don't go away, because we're coming right back with more Spotlight.